I wanted to give a quick health update and show how my body healed itself without antibiotics or steroid, which it kind of sort of did. If you're new here, I posted a video about protecting my peace by not reading Project 2025 when I first heard about it. I received a lot of judgment from that statement. And although I know I don't owe anyone an explanation, the internet is going to internet and I'm going to protect my peace how I see fit. I did make a follow-up video explaining that I have an autoimmune disease. And when I get stressed, more stressed than normal, my autoimmune will flare up in many different ways. I received a lot of help, mostly from my Chinese friends over on the Note. I don't know what we're calling it here anymore. I still love that app, but I have noticed an influx of negative energy. I don't know if people are migrating over there still, but this one woman tried to diagnose me with something that my friends over there were not having it. And I would say thank you for putting the idea in my head, but been there, done that. Chatty made a list of all the blood work I should get to rule that out. And aside from some cervical possible issues, I'm good. But anyway, the swelling was going down. I was chewing on cloves, doing lymphatic massages, warm compresses. I did have another dentist appointment. That was one of the diagnoses people thought because I had a dentist appointment the week prior. So I did mention that at my dentist's office, and they were so confused because the inside of my mouth looked perfect. They told me there's no lymph nodes in the place that I was pointing to, but instead a parotid gland, and they showed me pictures of an inflamed parotid gland, and it looked just like mine. And it just so happens that that's common with people with Sjogrens disorder, and that's something that one of my doctors said I might have. They're not sure. So I thought I was going to be all good. I was going to push through like I told y'all without steroids, antibiotics. But then the next day I woke up and my armpits were hurting worse than before. And I never mentioned that because honestly, it sounds crazy. I just learned to live through the pain. I don't want to sound dramatic or depressing, but no one's coming to save me. So when I'm hurting, I know I have to push through for my daughter. I'm a mom. I'm a single mom. So yeah, I just learned to suck it up and live through it. I had to trick myself that pain is mental. And if you focus on it, then you're done. But tell yourself you can keep going and you'll keep going. And that's what I did until I woke up and I could barely lift my arms up. I was also very tired and I got a lot of sleep. And I do want to shout out the people that have been talking to my daughter. Every time I talk about my health, people reach out and ask me what can they do. Talk to my daughter, because if she's good, I'm good. 9 times out of 10, I'm in bed or exhausted. And she's a talker. I'm a loner. She loves being social, so call her up. She loves to talk. I was told to cut coffee out of my diet when I started my ADHD medication, which I did. But lately, I have been sneaking a little bit into my smoothies. But I did reschedule my CTA coordinator. For anyone wondering, I know I said I wouldn't, but I did. I'll go back on August 19th. I decided to try it again because I noticed when I'm laying on my right side, it gets kind of hard to breathe. So hopefully this time the beta blockers will work and I'll be able to get that done. But long story short, I was able to get my daughter to school and me to the doctors, even though I had to keep switching arms because it was so painful to drive. I told myself not to tell them what I think it was because I always do that. I'm a talker and they always go with whatever I say because I'm such a medical mystery sometimes. So they're just like, yeah, you're right. You could be right. Actually, you're right. And that's what I think happened. I told her how I told one of my doctors I think I have folliculitis, and the doctor agreed with me then. I explained to her that when this was swollen, I also had some minor irritation around my face, which happens often. And in my armpits, there was a lot of irritation. So she said folliculitis. So unfortunately, she prescribed me some antibiotics and then also this stuff to clean. And I'm glad she gave it to me. But I was looking at the ingredients. Yeah, the first ingredient is fragrance and then red 40s in it. And I'm just wondering why it has, who cares what color it is and what it smells like? I forgot to say when I'm done these antibiotics, I will be detoxing. So yes, I'm heading back to Tractor Supply. I forgot to mention this random bubble of blood. I've never had this happen before, but apparently it's common. And then I have this dye. It's very painful every time I grab something. I don't even think you can see it, but what's going on?